What's the tea on the tea about the tea is none other than the King of Shade himself, Shade Lips, and welcome back to another episode of Tipsy Cocktail where alcoholism is a choice. Like I say on every episode, we choose to drink, unlike most. And y'all know my fabulous co-host, Miss Asia Monet. And I know y'all kind of like, hold on, somebody else supposed to be here. Randy J, she had prior engagement, so she can be on this episode. But don't feel. Oh no, but don't feel. I got old nasty co-host with us. Yeah, y'all probably seen him on my own personal channel. I interviewed him a couple months back. My big brother of the internet, Mr. MessyMyles. How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How y'all doing?
You know, we doing families. How your week been, Mr. Miles?
My week been okay. I can't complain.
Okay.
I really can't. It's been
All right.
chill,
How about you, Miss Asia?
It's been stressful, but
we getting there. That's all right. Okay. So y'all know before we jump into the things, y'all make sure y'all go check out our last episode that just came out this past Friday. And make sure you subscribe to Tipsy Cocktail on YouTube channel. There's not on my personal channel no more. We have our own YouTube channel, Tipsy Cocktail. So y'all make sure y'all go to YouTube and subscribe to it. And let's jump into the things. So we're gonna start into we got a little celebrity gossip like we do every week. So we're gonna just jump into the Emmys. Did anybody catch the Emmys?
I actually did not catch the Emmys. I just been seeing like little clips here and there and what people were saying about the event, but I didn't catch the Emmys. I don't know what I was doing.
I didn't catch it. I looked it up just to see who black won, and then nobody black won, but probably like one or two. But overall, when no black, and they was doing their hashtag they normally do. Emmys is so white, Oscars is so white. So how y'all feel about the Oscars, the Emmys being so white? Is it do you feel like it's a every year thing? Like 1 year all the blacks gonna win, then 2-3 years later all the whites taking over again. So how y'all feel about this hashtag that normally come out every once in a while?
Well, I noticed last year that a lot of black people won last year, but I feel like they were going off of how everybody was circulating against, let's rally against the black people to make it seem like we support the black people, but it was all extreme. That's how I feel about it. But I also feel like us as black people, if we don't show up to our own self, we can't accept them to celebrate us. So the same way y'all be all for the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Grammys, you should go to BT Hip Hop Awards, you go to BT Soul Train Awards, BT Hip Hop, the award show. So we should,
all day, yeah.
all that we should be sticking for ourselves because we can't expect them to give us nothing if we don't do nothing to celebrate ourselves.
Okay, I like that. Before we go into our next topic, because Miss Asia said that, so it was a thing. Everybody was at 50 Cent new show premiere, and Lil Duval, who I strongly do not like, was basically saying y'all out there supporting the industry thing, but Lil Boosie just came out with a movie about his life or a documentary, whatever, about his life, and he's seen none of the black people that fucks with Lil Boosie at the premiere and whatnot. So on that topic of we should support our own, how you feel? I know.
Well, I definitely agree with what Asia said, and I was going to make that point as well. Just saying that, that's why it's important for us to show up, like she said, at the BET Awards, at the NAACP Awards, and the Hip Hop Awards, and the Soul Train. It's very important that we, especially like the big artists, the big black artists, and celebrities show up to those events because we're not celebrated at the Oscars, at the Emmys. And as far as Lil Boosie go, I didn't even know he was having anything, or I did see Lil Duval's tweet on the internet, and I did agree to what he was saying, but I can care less if anybody show up to what Lil Boosie's having. So at the same time, but yeah, I definitely agree with what he was saying. We have to support the main industry as well as the street industry. So we black people, we got to do a little bit better when it comes to stuff like that.
Right. So basically what we saying over here, most of y'all need to go down to the hood stuff, down to the BET Awards, all day. And we talking about you, Miss Beyonce, because we don't be seeing you there. Y'all know I love my Beyonce damn. But Beyonce, get yourself to the BET Award.
Yes, get to the BET Award because we want to see you.
Right. So our next topic is Miss Jeannie Mai from The Real and Jezzy. They are having a baby, and people on the internet, they had a little bit to say because when she was married previously, like when she started The Real and stuff, she was a veto on babies. She was not having a baby. She don't want to have her baby. Her and Freddie is cool. So now that she with Jesus, people are like side-eyeing her like, girl, so what happened to all this, you don't want a baby, this, that, and the third, now you want a baby. So how y'all feel about this whole thing about Jeannie and Jesus?
I feel like some people come in your life and give you different feelings.
Yes.
She might not have wanted that with her husband. And when Jeezy came around, he supported her and everything, or loved her a little different. And she felt like, I could have a baby with this man. This is not Jeezy's first child. This is his third child. So maybe she's seen him and been around him and his kids and see how he loved his kids and decided, I want to have a child with this man. I can speak from personal experience. I don't want no kids. I want zero. Like, I just don't want one. But I just never know. A man might come in my life and I might want to give him a legacy and be like, okay, I want to have this man's child. Right. You just never know. It's certain things I said I would never do. But then life happens and you're doing it. And so it's just people come in your life and change your I'm trying to find the right word. I'm trying to say your what?
Perspective.
Yes, your perspective on a lot of things. So I just think that's what happened.
Okay, how you feel about that?
Asia, get out of my head because I promise I was going to say the same thing. And it's funny because I was talking to one of my friends about this earlier this week. And I was just saying, people are entitled to change their mind.
Right.
And I was saying that, maybe it was something that Jeezy is doing or has done that made her want to have a child with this man. And people are entitled to change their mind. Prime example, my sister is due in January. She's always said that she don't want kids. She don't want to have no child. She'd rather adopt a child. And her ass is pregnant. And she due in January. So, people are entitled to change their mind. Stuff change. Situations change. I'm happy for her and Jeezy.
Yes, absolutely.
So on that, while that was going on, somebody made a comment, I guess on Instagram or Twitter. It was like, I just know her ex-husband is fighting the air. And basically he come in and said, I got rid of trash and got a treasure or whatnot, and basically say he doing better in life. So how you feel about him saying that basically Jenny was trash and he got treasure now?
I'm not sure what the dynamic of their relationship was and what led to them to break up, or I don't know, how their relationship was.
Right.
So I can't really fault him for saying how he feels as far as how he felt about their relationship and what happened. But I do feel that as though that, maybe you should give a little bit more respect to this woman who is pregnant, married. Did you have to call her trash?
Right.
You can be in your feelings and say, well, I've, moved on to bigger and better things. But the insults was like, okay, this was really you just digging for no reason. So, but not to diminish his feelings or his experience in their relationship. Because I said, I don't know what happened.
Right. Miss Aisha?
I know that they broke up because he was really adamant of having a child, and she just really wasn't going to compromise on that. But I do feel like they're not wrong that he feels some type of way, because if you didn't feel no type of way, it would be like, I wish her all the best of love and congratulations to the Jenkins family. So he do feel some type of way. That's how I feel, because you don't have nothing nice to say, then you just don't say nothing at all.
Right.
So he might got a little, I'm not in his head, but he might got a little feel, because I'd be like, if it was nothing there, I'd be like, no, I'm all right. Congratulations to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, like, even if I did feel some type of way, I know just me personally,
right,
I'm going wish you all the best in public because I don't even want you to make it seem like I'm bothered by it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna send you a gift, a fruit basket, something, a gift card at Target, something, because I don't want people to be like, oh, you salty.
Like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But so we over here we are praying for Miss Jeannie. Hope she have a healthy pregnancy and have a healthy baby.
Yeah,
and and hope the baby come out real pretty, real cute. And if you don't, you still gonna love it. And our last but never least, Miss B.O.B. they calling me Bob. Stop playing because you know that I'm known for the Bob. Miss Nicki, she in deep doo-doo. I don't know how to feel about the things, but before we get into, did anybody watch the interview of The Real with Jennifer Huff?
I watched maybe clips off of Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk, but I didn't really watch
it. Same.
Okay. So basically, the interview was saying how she met Kenneth Petty, and saying she just knew him from around the way. They wasn't friends. They had no relationship, none of that. They just knew each other from around the way. Mm-hmm. And saying one day she was going to school, and she was getting on the bus to catch the bus and things. And then he grabbed her, took her to an abandoned home, and basically raped her. And he said he was, after the rape, he was very aggressive. He was pumping his chest like, oh, I'm the man, this, that, and the third. Then she went on to when Nicki and him got married. She was like, damn, I don't want my identity to find out that was Kitty Petty, basically victim and stuff. So how y'all feel about the whole, do you think Nicki is gonna reap repercussions of this? Because they were saying how Nicki was bribing, say it's $20, not $20, $20,000. $20,000 basically on the girl head to kill her. That's what they said and stuff. So how you feel about the whole shebang basically?
I'll go first. I thought you was going. So, with any situation, especially dealing with rape or any type of violence against, a victim, I'm always kind of inclined to believe the victim because I would like to, believe that you aren't lying about this because this is a very serious accusation.
Right.
So, with him, I know he is a sex offender, so I know he served time. So something obviously happened.
Yes.
Right, with him and her. So I didn't watch the interview. I did watch like the clips, like Miss Asia said, like, via social media. And it's just an unfortunate situation because I do feel as though that Nicki Minaj is reaping a lot of backlash because she's married to Kenny Petty. And I was having this conversation earlier because, I'm even though I don't like talk about it, like I don't do YouTube like I used to.
Yeah.
I'm always having conversations with friends, about stuff that's in the media. And I was like, if Nicki Minaj wasn't who she was, would we even care? Would we be, as adamant about her and, being with this man? Do I believe that the Pettys have contacted her? Yes, I do. I don't know if she say it was Nicki Minaj, it was Nicki Minaj. If she say that, they've contacted her, I mean, I believe that. I mean, mm-hmm. Nicki Minaj has the money to, bribe her and make her say, or, erase it all. It's just, like I said, an unfortunate situation. I guess the only thing that I want, because I'm not even sure what could happen, now, as far as like legally.
He go to jail for
Right, but I just want people, because I know I'm a barb as well, but well, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a barb anymore, but I really love Nicki Minaj.
Right.
So I do see a lot of people, and I hate when this happens where they'll say, I want people to watch their words, basically, mm-hmm. when it comes to people who sharing their experience or their stories about rape or
Right.
being violated in any type of way. Because a lot of times what happens is we put our feelings in as a fan of Nicki Minaj, and we're basically telling this lady who's saying that she was violated that she's lying. And that plays a part when it's, why women don't even come out and say anything because nobody wants to believe more.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens to the person who did it to them. So, I just hope that what she's saying isn't a lie or fabricated in any type of way. And and I just pray that her mental health is kept intact, child, because I've never been through nothing like that, so I can't imagine what she's going through. I just wish her healing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want people just to fall back a little bit if you ain't Nicki Minaj, and just watch your words when you coming for the victim. That's all I'm gonna say about this situation.
Yeah, like Mr. Miles said, I truly like to mind my business when it comes to things like that, unless it involves me.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to victim shame anybody for anything or anybody telling their truths.
Yes.
Because I would want someone to believe me if something happened to me.
Right.
So I feel like it's her fans blowing it out of proportion. Like, because I was wondering, why would she come out of, if she said that she didn't want to be known, why now do she show her face and stuff like that? And it's because her nosy fans all in full business. And I just feel like people just need to mind their business. They ain't got nothing to do with you, then, fall back.
Right.
And we can't hold Nicki accountable for her husband's past. It has nothing to do with her. Now, if she out here offering money, then that's a whole nother different situation. I can't say no one is lying or not because I don't know. They ain't my business. Right. So that's how I just feel like we should all mind our business. And he had to have done something in some aspect for them to prosecute him.
Right.
So that's my take on it. Like, I don't victim shame. Don't, because you want somebody to believe you if something happened to you.
Right. So with this, do you think Nicki Minaj reputation career is gonna get a hit off this because of her husband?
I don't think so.
No.
Nicki Minaj has been married to this man for a few years. I got a kid now, and him being a sex offender and having this rape allegation on him has been out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically people are going to use that against her when in a beef, or the fans gonna bring it up all the time. It's just something that she just, because she married him and he has that past, is gonna follow her as well because she is the star. She's the celebrity. We wouldn't know him if it wasn't for Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So
okay. So Nicki, we praying for you. I seen you just did your first performance in like a year. And so we praying for you. You in your blue wig, girl. That was real cute. We just praying for you. And hopefully, and Miss Jennifer Hoof, we are also praying for you. We're praying for your mental health. We're praying that you get the justice that you need and everything else. And let's jump into our main topic, child. So our main topic is basically why is representation important? Do anybody want to start? What is representation for you? What did it look like for you?
It's seeing someone who looks like me out there in the forefront making things happen.
Okay.
That's what it means to me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Representation for me is basically the same thing. Seeing someone who is Black, someone who is of a bigger size, from the same background that I come from, and just like representation needs to be everywhere, from all different backgrounds and different perspectives. So yeah, that's what representation is for me as well. I agree with Asia. Seeing someone like me.
Same. So we're gonna jump into like when they say we're gonna jump into LGBTQ a little bit. When they say LGBTQ people, it's basically forcing on their kids or the public or whatnot. Do you feel like it's forcing, or is it just basically representation in any aspect?
So I as a person that is a part of the LGBT community, I don't think it's forcing anything on kids. Right. It's crazy that we having this conversation in almost 2022.
Yes.
Especially it's always centering around heterosexual Black people, the cis heterosexual Black people, and how we are so worried about representation of the LGBTQ and how it may affect the kids, when I really don't think that y'all give a fuck about the kids. You don't. You're just using the kids to pretty much mask your homophobia.
Yes, your hatred.
And it's crazy because once upon a time, and still to this day, we have to still deal with being represented as Black people. White people
don't want
to be represented in media or in TV or anywhere. So for Black people to turn around and do the same thing to another marginalized group is kind of fucked up to me. And I just, I want people to realize that if I came from a 2-parent home.
Wow.
Okay. I've always seen heteronormative activity on TV. Right. And hetero normative stuff was, preached to us in church. And I just see male and female, guy and girl all my life. Now, if that couldn't persuade me to be straight, how can you seeing somebody that's gay or somebody that's trans or bisexual or whatever the letter that they choose to be in that community, how can that affect your kids? Kids are not stupid. Kids are not dumb. They're a lot smarter than what they think. It's just that y'all are homophobic and you're using your kids to push this narrative that the LGBT is coming for your kids. Fuck your kids.
Right.
I agree. I feel like us as Black people, we got bigger fish to fry than why we're concerned about who loves who.
Yes.
We have a lot of other stuff that we need to come together with, and that ain't one of them. And I feel like we're so concerned that their biggest topic is what about the kids? What about the kids? My biggest concern is what about when your kids see you online twerking? What if your kids see you online with online OnlyFans? No one says anything about that. But why is the main topic is something about gay people? I just don't understand that. And another thing is it needs to be out there. They need to see on TV someone that they connect with, to say, hey, well, there is somebody out there on the forefront for me. It doesn't matter if you're trans, gay, bisexual, anything. They need to see someone like them out there, just like I would want a Black woman out there for me. So why can't they have the same representation?
True.
This doesn't make sense. I don't understand that.
I'm with both of y'all, because like with representation, for me, I ain't see much representation of an overly feminine gay boy on TV, internet, or none of that. I didn't see that. I later on down life, and I still ain't seen it. I saw it on YouTube. I found my people on YouTube. That was my representation. I never saw it on TV. So now that we have the RuPauls, the Billy Porters, the Lil Nas X, and MJ Rodriguez, we have people to show us trans is not this one thing. And everybody think trans is they out prostituting and this, that, and third. Trans is not this one thing. Being gay is not this one thing. You have a different spectrum of the LGBT community. So basically, it's showing. Oh, I'm that. I relate to that, or I relate to that. This, that, and third. So I get what y'all saying. I'm definitely with y'all. So when was the first time you saw yourself represented? TV, media, or whatever?
The first time that, and I wouldn't say that it was me, but the first time that I can remember seeing somebody that was gay that changed my perspective of what gay was, even for me being a young gay boy, growing up was when I seen Karamo on The Real World. Now, Karamo is a part of the Queer Eye for Queer Eye Now. But
on Netflix.
I was introduced to him on The Real World. And here we had this black, masculine presenting man, and he was gay.
Yes.
And that was crazy to me because, you know, me being a child, I think our baby was in 8th or 9th grade or something like that when Real World was out, when he was on it. And, you know, I was, you know, kind of masculine present a little bit, but I still had like, you know, feminine ways that I tried to hide because, you know, it's you know.
Yeah,
so to see somebody like that change my whole perspective of what gay was, because I always thought gay was one thing.
Yes.
You know, so I think that was the first time that I could remember seeing somebody that was just gay on TV, being who he was and just standing in his truth.
Miss Aisha?
You know what's crazy? I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain. I'm like, I don't think I've ever connected with someone to be like, this is me.
Right. Okay.
I don't think I ever have. Like some women I love and admire for certain things they do, but
and you know it's crazy because and it's not your fault.
Right.
It's being represented. You know, they always, you know, put a certain for the longest. Now we're seeing it change a little bit, but you know, especially I grew up in the 90s, so there was only one type of, you know, a few, maybe 2 or 3 types of black women that were represented, you know, a few type of black men that was represented. And, you know, I can't look at no white character and you know, feel a connection or, you know, see myself in somebody that's white when I'm watching TV or anything. So that's just crazy, you know. And still to this day, we still trying to fight for representation.
Right.
Absolutely.
I guess my first time, it's funny because my first time it was necessarily she didn't represent me personality wise. Yes, it was Kim from the Parkers and Moesha. I felt a connection with her. She reminded me exactly of myself. But my real representation was when I got on YouTube. I was like 16. Well, it was actually later on. My first representation was Mr. MessyMyles himself. And my cousin introduced me to you, and I said, "Oh my God, just somebody heavy set that love talking this, and just a little feminine. I relate to him." And and then my second person was Kid Fury. If anybody know me, I talk Kid Fury up like he's my damn brother. I love Kid Fury, but he's I call him my mentor in my head. But that's probably the real representation I really seen of myself. And he's not even that feminine, but it's just we connect. I really connect with Kid Fury.
So and I think it's just because him being black and a creator, you know, and someone of the queer community. Because same, you know, Kid Fury is probably my favorite. He was probably my favorite YouTuber. When I, you know, stumbled across his videos, one day I went through every last one of them. And, you know, whenever he put something out, I watched it. Like, it's crazy.
So basically, when they all say, you know how Lil Nas X or do we need? I know we need a Lil Nas X, but me playing the devil advocate, if outside looking in, do we need a Lil Nas X or do we need let me see. A feisty black women character, or do we need that thug dude? Do we need those representations?
We do.
Absolutely. We come from all different backgrounds of lifestyle, so we all should have someone on the TV, not even like acting, but you know, in the forefront, musicians or anything on the forefront representing somebody. Like even I'm not gay, but I love Santana. Because you don't understand that they are hood ghetto gay people, and Santana is breaking barriers a little bit, you know. So I think everybody needs a representation. He is hood, he is gay, so he black, he fit into a lot of stuff. Yeah. So we all need one. Now I'm not a go all black girl. I don't want to see that every day. That ain't me. So you know, it just you need to have everybody need to be able to see themselves in someone. Okay. But as you can see, I ain't found nobody yet. So
and I'm so glad Asia brought up Santana because he is definitely representing black, gay, feminine guys who struggle with their femininity, who are bullied because of their femininity. And he is just a breath of fresh air to see him be himself. And I sometimes get like jealous because I'm like, I wish I was able at a young age or when I was younger to be as free and as confident in my sexuality that they are. Like Lil Nas X, for him to be 23, 24, for him to, you know, come out and say, hey, I'm gay, to see Santana wear wigs and shorts and I'm talking about nails, have a full beard that's always lined up to the tens. It's amazing to see because there are people like Santana that are out in the world who probably thought they was the only one like that until they see him. And that's important for black, not just black people to see themselves, but black gay people to see themselves to say, hey, you know, whatever situation they may be in, hey, look at Santana. He out here doing music. So, and he got on nails, he got a beard, he got a purse on, he got on Jordans. You know, he giving you the best of both worlds. And look at him, he's very successful. You know, Santana is a great artist. He's funny. You know, it's just amazing to see. So yeah, we need more representation of black people, black women, black men, black trans people, black gays, black bisexuals, all that. We just need more representation because black is not one and two. It's not one thing, it's not two things. You know, it's just gay is not. You know, it's our sexuality is just not one thing or two things. You can't just pinpoint it. So we need all of it.
Definitely. We definitely need all the flavor of black people because like I said, my representation was nothing but women until I got a little older and more people started coming out because I didn't see myself in nothing but women. So you definitely need all, and I think representation is like for the gay community. If a young boy see himself, he might not go kill himself because he said, "Oh, if he can do it, I can do it." If a black girl see a dark skinned girl, she ain't gotta go hate her skin color because it's somebody out her. It's a Yvonne Orgy or Issa Rae or somebody like that out there. That's basically like, oh, if she can do it, I can do it. So you need that representation, basically.
Definitely.
So, if you, what's the question? If you can create your own representation of yourself or on a television show, through a book, through social media, what would you basically be like? This person represent me all day, every day.
Well, I guess I'm working on the representation myself already. Like, I want to be a strong black woman who don't rely on anyone for help, but knows how to ask for the help that when she needs it, and also stand on her own 2 feet. I'm rooted in God, first of all. So I want people, a strong Christian believer. I want to show that as well, but I also want to show that even though you're a Christian, you can have fun. It's just all the way you do it. And also I want to show young girls that you can make it from something. We had a rough life. And just to see, not that I'm a celebrity or something, but in my profession, I made it from somewhere that people never thought I would. And I've been on my own for a long time. And I'm 26 and I'm making things happen for myself. So I guess that's it. I just want people to say that, you know, you can come from nothing and you don't have to be in the spotlight, but you can make it in your profession.
Yes.
I would love to see something like that. If I was to create something, I would most definitely have someone, a black man or a black guy, a boy who is masculine, but yet in tune with his feminine energy as well, and not ashamed of it. That's one thing that, as I got older, especially after I turned 30, I'll be 30. Ooh, how old am I? I'll be 34 in January. After I turned 30, I came a little bit more confident in myself and, and not ashamed of feminine energy or feminine traits that I may give off. So I definitely would like to see a black, bigger guy that's into fashion as well as, just creative, and just not afraid to be feminine when he wants to. Right. I think that's very important for black men,
right,
who are gay.
From not even just gay black men, just his straight black men, all that.
Because black people, or men in general, all have feminine. I do believe that we all have masculine and feminine energy. Just some may just be a little bit, more dominant. And I know for me, and just, if it's a straight heterosexual cisgender black man that may be a little bit more feminine than masculine, they need to know that is okay.
Right.
Because masculinity does not define who you are, or if you just, some alpha man, like it's just dumb, it's stupid. And I wish I would have known this when I was younger, because I was very, very ashamed of the feminine energy that I possessed or gave off. I used to be so I used to have what's the word I'm looking for? Internal homophobia within myself, because of, I wouldn't want, if somebody was, I used to take this as compliments. Somebody was telling me, Miles, I know you gay, but you cool. You don't do too much. You ain't super feminine. Your voice ain't. And I used to take that as a compliment. I used to be like, yes, you're not. And that's stupid. That's dumb. So you mean to tell me that if I was a little bit feminine, or if my voice was a little bit higher, or if I, didn't know how to change a tire, that would affect our friendship or our relationship as, co-workers or whatever? It was dumb. And I need people to stop taking that as compliments. It's not a compliment. And love and be who you are. So that's the type of person I would like to see on TV. Somebody that possesses masculine and feminine energy, and just, just have a don't give a fuck attitude about, stupid shit like that,
My person would be unapologetic black and gay. Because I have an energy of a diva. So if I can see a black gay man on TV, just a diva, that you basically got me. You got me. So somebody that's funny, that's a diva, that's unapologetic black and gay, and know his truth and not ashamed to stand on it. Because for a while, just like you said, Miles, I was ashamed to stand in my feminine. I don't know why, because it wasn't hard to hide, but I was ashamed. Like, I used to see before I came out, I used to see feminine gays walk around like, ugh. Now look at me, I got a beat on and hair in my head. So it's just you need that representation. And I definitely, if I could put myself on TV, that you just represented me, unapologetic black gay diva, me.
I see that.
So any last comments on this topic?
I say do what you want to do, love who you want to do, but I also feel like we should be better representations. If we're talking about for our kids, let's be better representation for our kids and not worry about and this personality wise and all that. and not because of who you love. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and then also mind your own business too. That as well.
Any last words, Miles?
The only thing I'm going to say about just representation as a whole, or anything dealing with, what about the kids? How am I supposed to explain to my kids? Fuck your kids. That's it. Fuck your kids. Period. Damn your kids.
Period. Definitely, kind of like how we said last week about the pneumonia thing. I didn't see outrage pour about your kids. Oh my gosh, my daughter's gonna be a lesbian after watching this. No, it was. Oh, girl, this cute. And so
you know why? Because they, and especially men like Lil Boosie, who was very vocal about, homosexuality. It's not homosexuality because when it's the feminization in men that you hate. You hate the idea of men being with men. You can't stand it. It's also misogynistic. Misogyny plays a part in all that, and toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Lil Boosie didn't come out and say nothing about two women rubbing and touching on each other, because you got a song called "They Dyke." So, of course, it's just that you hate femininity in men.
Yes,
you hate men on men. That's what you bothered by. Because if we gonna have that narrative, what about the kids? You should have been just as vocal and wrong about Normani and Tiana Taylor as how you was with Lil Nas and whatever he do.
Yes. Yep. And so basically, that's how we feel. Me and MessyMyles basically saying on point, girl, fuck our kids. Y'all don't even care about y'all kids, so you expect me to care about them? No, it's not gonna work. And that's it. But we got one last topic. Not topic. It's a segment we like to call Shot of the Week. After you had a long week, you need to go down to the bar and get your own nasty shot and rant about all that pissed you off this week. Let's get into it. Who got the first shot? What you got to rant about? What you need to take your shot and rant about?
I guess since I had the long week, I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I pride myself on being a professional Black woman.
Okay.
I'm a person who goes to the job, do what they're supposed to do. And sometimes I go above that in my role, but I mind my business. You don't look for friends at work. Sometimes it may happen, sometimes it might. Okay. So I pride myself on being professional. And I feel like some people take that as they can say or do whatever they want to do to you. And I'm going to just say it. White people think because they have this authority thing that they can talk to you any kind of way and do stuff to you, and not necessarily not that you're gonna say anything, but they want you to go off. They want to see that Black person that they stereotype us as. Anyway. But I just want Black people to know sometimes they need to be going off.
Right.
You can be professional as you want, and you can go out professionally. Mm-hmm. But I want Black people to not be intimidated of white people, especially when the white person is not over you and you're over them. So it's just been a lot of that going on at work, and I might have went off this week.
Okay. Okay, Miss Angel. So basically, what my good sister said, Miss Karen's and Billy Bob's, y'all just need to tone it down. Stay in your lane, especially when I'm over you in your lane. Stay in it. That's all my good sister saying. So, what about you, Mr. Bob? Do you got a shot of the week?
I do, and this is gonna be very petty. And this is funny because this guy I follow, who's a chef in Atlanta, Chef RJ, had posted on his story of him getting his DoorDash order. It's gonna be so petty, but I go through this all the time. And basically the DoorDash person put the food in front of the door. And if you have a screen door like me, I have to open the door and I can't get the food because you put the damn bag right there in front of the screen door. So he made a video basically recording stuff like, this is stupid. I mean, like, why are y'all putting the food so close to the door when I got to open this door? So, and that happens to me all the time. I've been door dashing, like getting food. I wish I was a DoorDash child, but I just had time. But I've been door dashing a lot of meals lately. Just being lazy, don't feel like going nowhere. Then, you know, COVID. So I've been just door dashing. And it's like they put my food right in front of the damn door. So I got to kind of either go out this door, go out the back door, walk all the way around to the front of the house to get my food. So that's just so annoying. That's so annoying. So annoying. I thought that was very funny when I see him do that because I'm like, okay, so I ain't the only one they doing like that.
Right.
They doing everybody like that.
Right.
So.
All right, Miss DoorDash, we want you to get your act together. Some of these of the bigger persuasions because I'm not finna shimmy myself out no dough to get my food. That you should have known better. To put it on another side, that's stupid. So DoorDash, we want you to be, like, we understand it's COVID and everything, but baby, we want you to get your act together just a little bit. That's it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So basically, my shot of the week is y'all be getting on my nerves with this Illuminati stuff, and it really like y'all been doing it, but y'all really been doing it since Chloe came out and performed solo and stuff. Y'all really be. My thing is I want to know where's the headquarters for the Illuminati system so I can sign up because I see everybody there. I see everybody there. Y'all said they is millionaires and billionaires. I just want to see how do I get down like Brandy.
Okay.
I
And
got a couple families I can
right. I'm so tired of y'all. And then the people that go play the music backwards and say, oh, I worship the devil, I serve him for the rest of my life. Girl, you ain't got time on your head. You clearly ain't got nothing better to do but sit in your mama base and eat cheese puffs and turn music backwards and forwards to find out these people talking about they love the devil, they worship him, and they gonna roll on his grave. I'm so tired. So basically, my shot go to all you Illuminati people, and then mostly these black folks these days they're talking about Illuminati. So you girls get your head together,
please.
So that concludes our episode for this week. We want y'all give a special hand clap for my special guest, Mr. MessyMyles.
Thank y'all. Give a special hand clap for y'all. Thank y'all for having me. This was fun.
It was.
It was so fun.
So, and basically, y'all know y'all can catch us on make sure y'all catch our last week episode. This one come out this Friday. That's gonna come up. And y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and tell a couple people. You already know, tell your mom, sister, dad, auntie, brother, go to the dog park, tell the dogs so they can tell the owners. Just tell a little bit of everybody. And then y'all, where do people find y'all at? Go ahead and let the people know where they can find you.
Well, I am on all social medias at Simply Asia Monet. Monet spelled MONAE.
Mr. Myles?
I'm on social media at MessyMyles. MESSYMYLES. That's Miles with a Y, not an I.
And y'all already know y'all can follow me at it is Shay Lips. So on Twitter it's Shay Lips 1. And also if y'all want to follow all things group Tipsy Cocktails, it's Tipsy Cocktails on Twitter and it's Tipsy Cocktails on Instagram. Y'all can also send letters and questions and things on it's TipsyCocktails@gmail.com. All of our names will be in the description below. And we glad y'all came in for this week. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Mr. Myles. Did you enjoy
Thank y'all. I did. Thank y'all so much. I love stuff like this. Just sit and talk shit and get my opinion with people. Oh, I can do that all day. I can do that all day.
So y'all hear now, Mr. Miles is the honorary co-host and guest is part of the TipsyCocktails family. And hopefully we can see him on another episode.
Anytime, just let me know.
All right.